When it comes to turtle action figures, Leo is the tops. He's always going to be the best. In the One Piece world, if Leo existed there, he would definitely be like a hockey god. He would have Conqueror's hockey, observation hockey. He would be like Luffy levels. People dog on the loyal subjects for having like ugly, terrible joints. You can't tell me that's like a good looking natural knee joint. This Leonardo might be one of the coolest Leonardos ever. It has everything you've come to expect from that Last Ronin line. It's fantastic. It's awesome. Like the detail, the sculpt. You see like all these little kunai. Are they kunai? That NECA throws in there. You can wedge them onto the belt. Just every bit of this figure is oozing with detail. There's the like one cool feature I'll show you with like the swords. They go through his little tattered hood thing, and then they go in to the back there. Like how wild is that? I like Leo doing like the downward sword hold. That is really radical. The articulation on this baby is fantastic. I do find his arms, he's kind of got those Karai Gummy arms, you know, that kind of joint that you don't have a lot of faith in. And I'm not heating it up, so, you know, team no heat forever. But they're double jointed. He's doing the splits. Another odd choice is there's this, like, I don't know, football shoulder pad thing on his leg that's on there. And so that just immediately wedges in. But it's not bad. When do you... I do the splits a lot, but when do you need to do the splits? And then he's got double jointed knees. And that's a pretty good looking joint. Though honestly, people dog on the loyal subjects for having like ugly, terrible joints. You can't tell me that's like a good looking natural knee joint. You know, maybe we just haven't solved the issue with knee joints. But spectacular, awesome figure. This part, I can tell you, this does not come off. It's like glued there. I guess if you wanted it to come off, you could like detach it. I don't know what it would look like afterwards. But like the gauntlets, everything. This figure is just super rad. Getting him into all sorts of like cool, like stabby poses as he dukes it out with Zoro. Leo versus Zoro. Everybody picked Zoro, but I think in the One Piece world, if Leo existed there, he would definitely be like a hockey god. He would have Conqueror's hockey, observation hockey. He would be like Luffy levels of like burgeoning hockey. So, yeah, definitely this figure. I mean, what are you doing? You want the full Townsend? Again, there's certain parts where the styling interferes, but he's got like the bicep cuts, the elbows. Super freaking spectacular. The packaging with this Ben Bishop artwork is everything you would come to expect and love about this series. This is number 4. All the awesome shots. He has like his little, like, hold on. And then, of course, the mural, the 4th one. And there we have that sweet mural you can assemble by Ben Bishop. Super cool. You know, you got Ronin Mikey, unmasked, unarmored Ronin, Raph, and then Leo. 5, I think. You can see that's Donatello. Splinter is 8. Karai is 7. Who's 6? I think 6 is Sinja. So yeah, at least in terms of like the core picture, I think this is as continuous you can get now without skipping, and you go later. So these are super hype. And then of course, here's what you going on inside. I was just, after I open it, the Splinter hand snuck in. This is his default Leo head. It's not the best Leo head. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's kind of sad. It fits into like the Last Ronin aesthetic. Whole mess of hands. So you got, you know, the two fist hands, and a bunch of paint has like flaked off because they paint the pegs something fierce. And he's got 2 of like the grabby hands. So pretty solid. The hands, they're popping off, they're popping on, super easy. No issues there. I think that's a dope look. And then like the head. There's the head pop. Oh, that's a good snap So he's looking great now. You, of course, you see, first to fall Raph, first jobber Raph in the background. There he is. Here he is next to his brother, Mikey, the Last Ronin. You can see, the whole like mutation thing. Mikey keeps mutating, he keeps growing, so he's a bigger boy. It's kind of weird. You don't really realize like how tall the Last Ronin actually is. You can see more of the scale there. Splinter's a banger, by the way. One of my favorite Splinters. But yeah, don't sleep on this Last Ronin Leonardo. Super dope. The pensive face, maybe I'm coming around. It's not bad. It's not so bad. Pretty neato. NECA. What can you say? The Last Ronin figures from NECA are some of the best. Yeah, it's a treat. Leo especially, a lot of people, they'll list Leo as being their favorite turtle, which, you can't disagree with that. But I think even if you don't like Leo, you have to acknowledge that he's one of the coolest figures. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You can't go wrong with a Leo figure. The swords are the easiest to pose and play with. It's just a fact. Leo is probably the best turtle you can do to make a figure. When it comes to turtle action figures, Leo is the tops. He's always going to be the best.